Hey guys, happy belated New Year. I didn't make a video the last few days because things have been a little bit hectic. It's been interesting actually. So, on New Year's, I was supposed to go to my brother's house and watch like the football game with him, and Grandma was gonna be there. And I thought usually what happens is that we stay up all night, wait for the ball to drop and everything. And well, that didn't happen. My parents were out of town, so I basically spent New Year's alone because I ended up staying up all night the night before playing Bannerlords War Sales, because I didn't even know they came out with like a DLC for it, and that put me into a little bit of a mood because I'll play that game literally all day for like 12 hours and not even notice anything's going on. And I ended up sleeping until like 4:30 in the afternoon. And I called my brother if he still wanted me to come over, and he was like, well, the game's like half over, like you can come over if you want. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, so you guys like staying up all night? And they're like, no, we're gonna take Grandma to I asked, like, you want me to come over, I'll take Grandma home, you picked her up? He was like, no, we're gonna take Grandma over to like the place we volunteered at to show her around a bit. I'm like, oh. And I was like, so you're not staying up for the ball drop? And he's like, nope, we got work in the morning or whatever. And I'm just like, well, you know what, I'll get back to you on that. And I just decided to skip out because I've had issue with my brother and his wife for a while now. But it's not that big of a deal, I guess. It's just, nah. I would have gone if like we would be up all night just watching TV and then whatever else, but I was just like, go over there for an hour and then like nothing comes of it. It just seems kind of pointless. So I didn't even watch the ball drop on New Year's. And then the New Year started off with Discord hitting me with a hateful content notification. And I'm just like, why? Because like the entire time in Discord at my new server, all I do is like defend like other people. And I'm always like, I'll have like some people like see the world in black and white. And I made a video, it's like, yeah, don't see the world in black and white. There's like good people in every society, in every culture. Like, it's not all like one way or the other. There's different like modes and different like degrees and how like fanatical people can be, or how not fanatical people can be. And the entire time I'm like, these are the problems that we're seeing in our society with illegal immigrants, with Muslims. But it's not all because the Muslims in my neighborhood are pretty cool. At least they don't seem to cause any problems. In fact, the FBI is trying to trick them into causing problems. And I made a video on that. And of course I made a video basically inviting everyone to my Discord server. I had a bunch of random people show up, and like none of them talked. And I was like, oh, okay, well, it's okay to have lurkers in your server. The problem is that if someone comes into your server and they're not, talking at all, you don't know what they're actually doing. And it's not to be paranoid, but it's like, okay, a bunch of people, it seems like at least 5 different instances of hateful conduct were made in my server. And I'm like, no one here has really said anything that controversial. Or if they have, I've gone out of my way to be like, hey, you don't need to see the world like that. Not everybody is the same. I'm like, okay, someone in here is like mass reporting everybody. So I took down the video with my Discord channel, took it off the link off my channel as well. And I'm just like, and I paused like all invites to the server. I'm like, okay, we got enough people for now. And I made some changes, and anyone who hadn't talked or was outright hostile, I like put into a role where they can't see what people are saying. So they can see my announcements for a new video. And I'll probably try to talk to each of them later and be like, hey, look, listen, this is a free speech server. Like, you can say whatever you want, but I'm free to disagree with whatever you say. Like, I don't care like what your ideology is. If I think you're being like legitimately racist or legitimately just like seeing everything in a black and white fashion, I'm going to call you out, but I'm not going to stop people from saying it. But of course, there's certain speech that does go against Discord TOS, even if it doesn't go against like the literal letter of the law. Like, I'm not having people like threaten to hurt anybody or anything like that. There's nothing illegal going on. I'm just saying it's like, hey, like, these people will say weird stuff, but you don't have to actually take it seriously. Because a lot of them are just like trolls and memeing kind of thing. I was really hoping that I wouldn't have losers like reporting everything in my channel until I had like 10,000 subscribers. Not when I had 100. I'm like, god dang it. I set up this Discord server. I was hoping for it to be like as open and free as possible for as long as possible. And then I would eventually like get a moderation team, set a bunch of rules, and then make it a little bit more stringent later on. And then for the people I really trust, we would have like a channel that we can talk and just chill in that no one else can see. But no, we already have people who don't know how to be chill whatsoever. It's frustrating. I was like, god dang it, you couldn't just spend a year or two just being decent people with each other, just having civil discourse and disagreements. That's terrible. But also Discord moderators, and I'm talking about the actual people who work at Discord, like, they have the ability to check in on any server that they want at any time without the server owner knowing, or without like anyone like knowing that they're in there. Like, every server has secret members, and they're all like the Discord moderation team, and they can just check in and like destroy your server overnight if they don't like the looks of it. And I've seen a lot of servers where people were outright just spending months and months and months celebrating Charlie Kirk's assassination. And nothing ever happened to those guys. They're still doing it. I can go into those servers right now and see like the people still celebrating him being murdered. Discord doesn't care. They don't. And they also have a bot system now. Go through the servers and just hit like keywords, and you'll either trigger an automatic like TOS violation to be put on you, or they'll like alert the moderation team to come in and ban your ass. And it's just super frustrating. It's like, again, you have people literally celebrating violence against Charlie Kirk, who by all rights was very moderate, very kind, very understanding, in fact. He was trying to convince people of his point of view, but he wasn't like engaging in violence. He wasn't banning people all the time. He wasn't like screaming at them. It would just be like, this is the way I think of things, and I disagree with your opinion, and here's why I disagree, and why you should think more like me. And that's like prime discourse. You have Antifa guys go around beating the crap out of anybody who disagrees with them. Hell, beating the crap out of people who just happen to be walking by. You don't see Charlie Kirk fans doing that, but you see people protesting outside of like Charlie Kirk events even now, after he was assassinated, there was like somebody going around interviewing protesters, and he found like exactly one protester out of a Turning Point USA event, and he was like, hey, why are you protesting this event? Like, and he's like, are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. Like, what are you protesting this event for? It's like, you can't be serious. They're like, no, I am serious. It's like, this is like the whatever event, like the Turning Point, like memorial event or something like that. He's like, is that what they're calling it? Is that what the fascists are calling it now? Like, wait, you think they're fascist? Yes. Why are they fascist? Are you serious? Yes. Why do you think they're fascist? What are they doing that's fascistic? You're an idiot. And it's like the guy had no answer whatsoever. He couldn't give any reasons. He couldn't like explain at all what he was doing. And his best explanation is that he's a former like soldier or whatever, and that he was like fighting against oppression no matter where it is. And he was in for like 20 years or whatever. And it's just like, one, I don't know if I believe you. Two, you're wearing a face mask. Like, not like one of those like COVID masks. Like an entire like balaclava, like covering his entire face, so no one can tell who he is. It's like, you're the one who's afraid here. You're the one who's hiding his identity. And like, if anyone saw your face, they wouldn't care that you're standing outside this event. Like, there's no one who's gonna fire you for that. Like, you just saying that they're fascist without actually explaining why you think they're fascist, what they do that's fascistic. Like, no one's gonna cancel you, dude. No one cares that you're there. You're just insane. You're just a crazy person. And it's like these people actually think that they're saving the world, and it's amazing. Like, they censor you, they like mass report you, they try to tear down everything you built, and I haven't built anything. I started a server, invited all my friends, and then invited randos to come in, trusting in like the goodness of humanity, to like come in and just have discussions and talk and learn. And if anybody said anything specifically nasty, I would go in and I'd be like, no, I disagree with you. You shouldn't, like, you should see the world in a different way. I'm just trying to convince people that you should be a decent person. Oh my god, you're being too harsh. Like, these people aren't all, like, terrible. Like, there's a lot of good people amongst them. It's fine. Like, no religion, no race, no culture is 100%, like, terrible. Like, there are good people in every part of the world. And I believe that the majority of people are good people deep down. But no, we have a person come in and try to ruin everything for everybody else. And again, it's like, not that I'm like terribly mad about it, I'm just disappointed is what it is that these people do not listen to reason or understanding whatsoever. And I got into like this whole conversation about like who is responsible for this. And to me, it's like the liberals, the Democrats. And then if you look up the definition of liberal, I pointed this out. If you look up the definition of liberal, it's like people who want individual freedom and like free expression at all times and don't really like, you know, they're just like free loving individuals. And I'm like, these people are not liberal. They go around, they arrest anybody who says anything remotely like offensive. Like, you have someone in Britain say like, I don't want all these illegal immigrants coming in. Their culture does not reflect our own. A lot of them are like kind of crazy. They're not being vetted. And then he'll go to jail. He'll get arrested, put in jail for 2 years for speaking out against illegal immigration and saying that, you know, the crime rate against those like Pakistani people coming in is unusually high. Maybe we should, you know, vet these people so that the actual criminals and, you know, literal sexists that go around throwing acid at people or, you know, go around like trying to find little girls, maybe we shouldn't allow those particular Pakistanis in. But if you say anything like that, they assume like the police assume you're talking about all Pakistani people. Hell, my cousin is married and has a kid with a Pakistani girl. Like, as far as I can tell, she seems pretty cool. She drinks alcohol. She doesn't wear like the hijab. She's not forcing like her religious beliefs on anybody. She's just a normal, average American kinda like leftist. And I'm just like, again, I would trust her around kids. And I would say the majority of people are like that. They're good people deep down inside. And like, that's what I'm trying to explain to people in my server. It's like there are good people in the world. Like, you just have to actually find them. And they're everywhere. You just don't know it because the good people are just as afraid as like the regular British citizen, and they don't want to speak out against it. And then like on the last video I made about like not every group is the same, don't stereotype. Someone made this comment, and I had made this point myself in my server previously, is that people defend their own. Like in a lot of like communities where there's high crime, whether it's a Muslim community or whether it's a white community or whether it's a black community, violence, drugs, whatever, families and friends are hesitant to report families and friends because they're like, hey, like we can convince him to not be like violent or whatever, or like, that's my son, I don't want my son going to jail. And it's totally understandable. And some people might think that, you know, that applies to you. But if anyone was actually like threatening the life for anybody, or they were like full on just like, we gotta get rid of them all kind of thing, like I would report that. I wouldn't appreciate that. I mean, there's certain things that you shouldn't be able to say because like you're encouraging violence or something. Like you're encouraging to hurt somebody. And no one in my server had done anything like that. And I'm just like, again, it's just frustrating. It's just annoying. It's just like, what the hell? I don't know. It's just, again, I keep using this word over and over and over again. But it really is just frustrating and annoying that people cannot have, like, a civil conversation or see anything in shades of gray instead of everything in black and white. It's awful. So I got my account back in a day, and while I was waiting, I went through and I like changed everyone's roles to reflect on how I trust them and whatever. And again, it's just annoying. I really didn't want to do any moderation until I really had to. But I had to. And everything is just hectic for me. I've been playing, God, first world problems. I've been playing video games too late at night, so I woke up late for work and I didn't feel well. I'm like, first world problems. But I'm also getting ready for my military stuff coming up soon. Because I need an exemption to stay in the Marine Corps, and I need to be working out more, and I just haven't really been doing it. Haven't really had the opportunity in some cases. Just been working a lot. And for Christmas, my Christmas present from my boss was them saying that, hey, in 2 months, we're moving to a different city. And I did my research. And like that day, I'm like, I can't do it. It's too far. The gas will cost too much. I will get like I would get too much, I wouldn't get a high enough pay raise for it to be worth it. It'd be like an extra $1 for an extra 50 minutes of driving. And I'm just like, no, I'm good. I'm good. Sorry, you're going to have to give me a better deal, or you're going to have to give me a promotion or something if you want me to stay. And I just haven't, I'm not expecting anything remotely similar, just because I do like this employer. I do like care about the business, but I'm just like, I put in some extra effort and I can't get paid for putting in extra effort. So I'm just like, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Let's start working for a different company probably. But yeah, Happy New Year's. I'm probably gonna call this like New Year drama, I guess. Because this is all just drama. School is starting again soon. I got military stuff going on. I'm gonna have to find a new job. And I didn't do anything for New Year's. And so I'm just like, I woke up this morning, had a dream about an old like acquaintance from high school, and I'm just like kind of feeling depressed a little bit. Cause that person found her husband like while in high school, and I'm about to turn 33, and I'm still single. And I'm just like, I mean, I guess everybody moves at their own pace, but God, I wish things had been a little bit different here or there. I mean, good for them. Good for them for finding somebody so soon, so early, so they didn't have to worry about all the, like, the dating drama and crap. So, I'm happy for them. I really am. Just a wee bit frustrated. Just to say it lightly. Again, using the same word, but I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys all had a better New Year's than I did. It wasn't awful. It's just, feeling nostalgic for the old days, I guess, a little bit. So, that's it, guys. Bye. Walking into my frame there. Whatever.